All right, Leo. Leo, what's popping? We're going to see what we got going on for you for Gemini season 2025. Make sure you show love to all your favorite Geminis. Show them some love. Say happy birthday to them, right? The ones show them some love. It's their season. And I hope all is well with you all. This is going to be a general reading for the Leo. It don't matter what placement of Leo this is. It could be a South Node Leo, all right, North Node Leo. It could be a Saturn in Leo. It could be Neptune in Leo, okay, Pluto in Leo. It don't matter, all right. On my channel, it don't matter because we deal with the totality of things. So everybody got a placement of Leo in their chart somewhere. Maybe natally you don't have a planet there, but when your chart is drawn up, Leo is a part of your chart, okay? So you want to take that into consideration right now. I believe Mars is in Leo and it's about to go into Virgo if it hasn't already. So, the Leo and the Virgo exact date that Jupiter left Cancer, right? So their readings were similar. All right, so you're dealing with somebody who has heavy placements of Gemini or Cancer. You may want to check the readings out as well. All right, let's see what we got going on for my Leo collective. All right, general reading, take what resonates, leave the rest. And with my readings, Leo could be the antagonist or the protagonist, meaning Leo could be the villain or Leo could be the victim. Just take it how it resonates. Or you may know a Leo who's going through this, okay? You may be a friend of a Leo who's going through this. All right, this Hierophant came out sideways, okay? We're going to see what's up with that. Let me get 4 more cards. Somebody could be lying about how much money they make, or trying to, stunt, trying to stunt on somebody about, well, I got this, I got that. Like it's a superficial type of energy out here. All right, so we got the Hierophant that came out sideways. The 8 of Cups came out in reverse. The Magician came out in reverse. We got the 5 of Cups and the Queen of Coins came out in reverse. Let me move these cards over so you can see them. Just want to make sure you can see them first before I begin. Give me a minute. Oh yeah, I put it too far over. Way too far over. Okay. It should be better now. Let's see. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, okay? Hit that notification bell. You'll know when I post. I had to do the signs. I usually do the signed readings on another channel, but for whatever reason, YouTube, I have 2 different cameras. YouTube is not allowing me to record my videos and upload them. So the only thing I can do is go live. So I wanted to get the signed readings out. So I guess I'm gonna just do them on this channel like I did back in the day. Shout out to those who have been with the channel for a minute, but we're gonna to doing the sign readings. We're gonna do the element readings as well. But I just wanted to let you know why I'm putting them here and they haven't seen them there. If those of you who've been here for a while haven't seen the sign readings on this channel. All right, so yeah, the Hierophant came out sideways. All right, so this is somebody who's questioning their traditions, their morals, their values, whether they're questioning theirs or they're questioning somebody's. It could be like, yo, you said this, but you moved differently. Like you married, but yet on the low, you messing around with other men. You know what I'm saying? Or, you say that there's rules and regulations at this job or in this religion, but on the low, you doing some other shit. Right? So the challenge is the 8 of Cup energy in reverse. The challenge is you recognizing that somebody is not standing on business. They not, okay, these are the morals, these are the values, this is what we're doing, this is the traditions, but yet they not living up to those traditions, or they only benefit or are only being used to benefit someone. So it's like, how people interpret the Bible. They interpret the Bible in a way that will, in any book, any text that has, religious script or spiritual script in it, people will interpret it for their benefit, so I feel like that's what's going on here. So some of you could be getting to a point where you're, you may have been raised in a certain belief, and you realize as you've gotten older that, okay, this is not, this is the way. Okay, an example. Let's just make this simple. You may have been raised or taught or under the religious or spiritual belief that you're supposed to treat others the way they treat you. Well, life has come along and has taught you that, you know what, you don't treat people the way that you want to be treated. Like, okay, so yeah, you're raised or taught you're supposed to treat people the way you want to be treated, but life and experiences have taught you you can't do that. You have to treat people accordingly, is what your experience has been, right? So now you're trying to determine if you should walk away from that belief or you should tweak that belief, which is why the hermit is in sideways, right? So maybe there's a tradition or something that you have believed in or invested in, and no matter what, with the 8 of Cup energy in reverse, you keep coming back to it because it's not adding up. It's not making sense based on what you've been experiencing or what you've seen. Now, what you don't know is that somebody is doing that to manipulate you with that magician in reverse. So it's like, do as I say, not as I do type of thing, right? Whether this is in the workplace, whether this is a religious belief, spiritual belief, or in some type of group or organization where there's traditions and values and rules that are put in place that you're supposed to follow. Right? Now, this could also just be about money because Taurus rules what you do with your money, what you spend it on. So, like I said, I got an energy of somebody flexing, trying to flex, like, oh yeah, I got a house, I got this, I got that. But in reality, they're lying. Like they may have a house, but they're subleasing it. It's not like they own it, right? Type of thing. Or yeah, I drive a new car every 2 or 3 years. But this person that you're telling that to doesn't realize that you're leasing your shit. That's why you're able to get brand new cars every 2 or 3 years, right? So, things like that, where somebody is like, it's like, I'm not going to tell you, but, I want you to believe, I want to give you the illusion that, this is what it is, right? But I'm telling you that because I'm trying to manipulate you or get over on you in some way, shape, or form. Where your head is at is the 5 of Cup energy. You're like, you know what you doing, and it's all good. I'm gonna just leave you be because you know what, I could be somewhere else doing somewhere else. Yeah, I'm mad about it. Yeah, it happened, but let me just, I'll count my losses and I'll keep it moving. And so, you have the Queen of Coin energy in reverse. This is like you looking at somebody like, yo, you fake, you a fraud, you an imposter, you materialistic, you're superficial, or you're not following your vows. This could be a wife who cheats. It's like, well, tradition is I'm supposed to be married, but however, why should I be married when I know that men biologically, they are wired to be with multiple women. Every woman that I know is that's married is unhappy. So why should I go ahead? I'm saying, for what? Like, what's the point of it? I can take care of myself. I got money to do what I need to do. I don't need a husband. You know what I mean? Keep coming at you like, why you don't have a husband? Why you don't have kids? Da, 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 da. And maybe your beliefs are not what's traditional. So it could be something like that too. That's just examples, okay? Let's get some clarity here. Some of y'all could be dealing with someone who married, okay? Or someone who's, like I said, imposing beliefs as in this is how they move, but in reality, behind closed doors, they move in totally different. Messages for Leo. Whoop. Tell me about this Hierophant energy in reverse. Loss. So somebody could be experiencing a loss in reference to, somebody saying, well, this is what we're doing. This is our tradition. This is how we do things. And because of you saying this is how we do things, you're sacrificing in some way, shape, or form, or you're taking a loss. But you're only doing that because this person behind the scenes is telling you, well, this is how it's supposed to be, unfortunately, like at work, right? Well, you were late 3 times, so I got to write you up. But yet this motherfucker let somebody else come in late and won't write them up, or they come in late themselves. You know what I'm saying? And they themselves to the own course. So you taking a loss because you see somebody doing something that saying they doing one thing, but doing something else. And when you bring it up, or you challenge that, you suffer in some way, shape, or form. And so now with the 8 of Cup energy in reverse, it's like it's hard for you to walk away because pride is in the way. Or maybe you didn't walk, and then we got the blind energy too. So it's like someone was going on blind faith. It was like, yo, I was believing you. I thought that this is what it was. Or, I figured this is how, things are going. I'm also getting an energy of someone playing behind the scenes, fucking with somebody's money, and you don't realize that they're doing it. So, Leo, this could be somebody doing this to you, messing with your money, trying to make you look like you're not somebody who can provide yourself and do for yourself, because they could be doing some funny shit. Okay. Energy in reverse and the Hierophant sideways. So, this could be somebody who is, this could be somebody who's involved with a group of people who do spell work. Okay. And they could be fucking with a Queen of Pentacle energy in reverse. This person is somebody who normally is upright. They do what they got to do. They take care of them. They're self-sufficient. They're independent. But somebody is doing some shit on the low. Every time this person gets where they need to get with the Eight of Cups, they fuck someone else's shit up because they're jealous of them. And see, they're doing it and nobody knows they're doing it. It's some snake shit like this going on. Okay. And so what you don't know is this person is doing magic. So you could be somebody who you got, maybe it's a friend of yours or an ex-friend or ex-family member or ex-lover or whatever. Maybe you don't fuck with them. You don't rock with them. You don't need them for anything. So you don't got to fuck with them. And especially with that Hierophant energy, this could be a family member, right? Or maybe you were in a sorority or fraternity and you're like, yo, I'm not with them anymore. I'm not at this job anymore. I don't know. I'm at this job. I could go do my own thing and make my own money. And you do that and you comfortable with it. And it's like, okay, cool. This person is jealous and envious and mad that you don't need them. You ain't paying no attention to them. You doing you. They just haters. So they doing some shit on the low to fuck you up so that you look like you're not capable of doing what you need to do. Yeah, see? Mask energy. They pretending to be one way in your face. This is if you know this person. They pretending to be one way in your face, and then behind your back, they doing some shit, fucking with you. So this could be somebody at the job who, like I said, oh well, this person, like they could be, they maybe have never spoken to you about being late before. Everybody else is late. Everybody be late too, right? But you don't be abnormally late. Maybe you just be like, you got to be to work at 8, and sometimes you get there by 8:20. Some shit like that, or 8:15 or 8:10. And it's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're there by 8:30, that's when the load of work starts and things like that, even though you're scheduled to be there by 8. And everybody does this. But for some reason, you get pulled to the side and you get written up because this is a hater reporting you on the low, or this is your boss acting one way. They act in your face like they like you and you're doing work, but on the low, they could be intimidated and jealous of you. Somebody is proud, somebody don't like your work ethic. Okay. And they don't like the fact that you can stand on your own and do your own thing. So what they try to do is make it look like instead of you, the Queen of Pentacles upright, you the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is jealousy here with that pride and that Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Someone is a jealous ass fucking hater and they trying to stampede on your shit. And you're like, you know what? It's okay. It's all good. I'm going to just go ahead and do what I got to do. But yeah, see, it's like they collaborating because, with the 5 of Cups, 3 of them are spilt and 2 of them too upright. Well, look at with the collaborator energy, you got 3 people here. So I feel like these are people who are hating on you, doing you dirty. Like I said, it's a group of people who are on some bullshit. They jealous of your work ethic. They jealous of the fact that you don't need them for anything. You could stand on your own. You don't give a fuck about them. It's like, okay, we don't get along. Cool. Let me go over here and do what I do. That's not enough for them. They gotta take time out of their schedule to fuck you over intentionally. Like this what this shit is here. And they think you don't know. You know what time it is. So with the Queen of Coin, with the Queen of Coin in reverse and reservation. So this is what this person's desire is. They want to fuck with you. Like this person got a hard on for fucking you over. Like this is what this is. A hating ass, jealous ass motherfucker. And like I said, Leo could be doing this, or Leo could be the target of this, or Leo could know somebody going through this. Take it how it resonates. But it's a group of people. All right. It ain't so you're being gang stalked. Or the lead, or Leo is the ring leader of the gang stalking. All right. Or this is happening to a Leo. Take it how it resonates. So this could be a sun sign Leo who's doing this to somebody who got a Leo in South Node. Like it could get like that too. Okay. Take it how it resonates. Or this could be a motherfucker who's a Pluto in Leo doing this to a sun sign Leo, or doing it to somebody who got like a South Node in Leo or a Saturn in Leo, trying to restrict somebody's, creativity and how they shine and how they look. Trying to embarrass a person, trying to make them look bad. Mars and Leo, jealous and envious and wanting to fight with this person. Yeah, see what I say? Pluto and Leo, judgment came out in reverse. Pluto and Leo in reverse. So this is somebody who does this shit over and over again. They're constantly fighting with this person. And for some of y'all, it's y'all family members with the Hierophant. A lot of y'all is y'all workplace people, or like I said, it's a religious group or a fraternal group that you're in, or you know, like your sorority sisters or your fraternity, or your religious group or your spirit group. It's more than one person. It could be an establishment as well of some sort who is fucking with you, trying to take from you. So, you know, take it how it resonates. What's the energy here? They want you to turn a blind eye to it, or they're doing, and you don't know that it's them. They on some sneaky shit. What I tell you, Five of Swords. I can't make this shit up. This is somebody who's doing this shit intentionally, constantly doing shit, throwing spell work, so that you look unstable. You look like you can't afford anything. You can't take care of yourself when you can. So this could be like a jealous sibling, right? Who's mad because you don't fuck with them. And so you out here doing your thing, making your money, and they constantly behind the scenes with their little friends or little coven throwing spell work at you, thinking that you don't know it's them. And so every time you out here, you getting your hustle on, like the 8 of Cup energy in reverse could be you having different hustles. And every time you doing well, or they notice that you got a hustle going on, they'll throw something in it to sabotage it. So you could be like, yo, I work hard, I bust my ass, I put time and energy and effort into it. Why is my shit not working? Why is it that I get good for a minute or two and then my money suffer again? It's because these motherfuckers. All right, Knight of Wands. Yeah, see, this is what's hidden here. The Magician energy in reverse, and then the Knight of Wands. Like, this is somebody who, you're at a distance from this person. That's what I'm getting with this Knight of Wands. You're at a distance from this person. You are someone who, with the Sagittarius energy, is like you're a go-getter. You'll go out here and you'll start something. Like, you could be somebody who started multiple businesses, right? Where it's like, okay, I'm gonna start this business and it do well, and then this person finds out about it, and then they throw some spell work at you and fuck up your shit, and you're like, yo. And then maybe you start another business, and that's doing. As soon as this motherfucker find out, they throw some spell work at you, and that's fucked up. And like you put your grind and your energy and effort into shit, and this is what's going on. And what this person is trying to do is make you look like you're unstable. You don't know what you're doing. It's all you, but you put in the work, you grind, you do your. It's like you would be successful if this motherfucker and they little friends wasn't here doing whatever they doing. This is jealousy and envy. And this is what this person is doing. What I recommend you do is I recommend you hold them accountable in spiritual court. All right. See, they on some sneaky shit with the Knight of Cup energy here. Yep, they on some sneaky shit. This is somebody who act like they care about you, or they want to be fair to everybody, but also this sneaky subterfuge. Like the King of Cup energy is somebody who and this is like you looking at it like, you know what? Because here's a lot of scorpionic energy. So they could be doing this to a Scorpio, or a Scorpio could be doing this to a Leo. Take it how it resonates, or somebody with strong Scorpio placement. Because it's collaboration, it's other people's energy, right? So they on some sneaky covert shit. This is some bullshit, but you could fix this. You could definitely fix this. Yeah, here's the Knight of Swords. See, so they watching you. Everything you fucking do, they watching you. And every time you get something decent or you do something decent, they come in and try to, fuck that over on you. All right. Whether they talk bad about you, lie to you, but this person is always watching you. They always in your fucking business, and they're a jealous ass hater. That's what this is, Leo. This is what this is. All right. And like I said, this is a Leo doing this to somebody, a jealous ass Leo hating on somebody because somebody don't fucking, kiss their ass and talk to them or fuck with them. And I could see why, if this person is on this bullshit, I see why you don't fuck with them. With Gemini season, I feel like this is somebody doing this with their friends, or this is what they do. They can't let you be. They can't let you live. They are obsessed with you. I'm surprised an obsession card ain't come out here. Let's see what else come out. This is some crazy ass shit. But hold them. You could write a petition in spiritual court and hold them accountable. Because see, they doing this on the low behind the scenes, and you don't know that this is going on. Okay? Like, you could be somebody who you you went to school, right? You went to school, you did your time. This person ain't went to school. You went to school, got your degree, got a decent job, you was making dough. All of a sudden you get fired from this job. You go get another one. They hire you, you doing your thing, and then that don't last. And you're like, yo, what the fuck is going on? I know I got work ethic because I done worked and went to school and bust my ass through school. So it ain't like I don't got work ethic. It's not like I'm not putting my, you know, it's not like I'm not doing what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. It's I get it done and then I'm in there and then all of a sudden shit fall apart. That's somebody doing that to you. And you could write a spiritual petition to hold them accountable in spiritual court. And I suggest you do that. There's a channel that you can go to. It's called Solara Speaks, Solarah, second word speaks. And she deals with a lot of petitions, right, that you can use to hold people accountable who do shit like this because they violate spiritual law. You didn't do nothing to this person. So for this person to be doing this shit to you, they're violating spiritual law. Or these people, they're violating spiritual law, and they can be held accountable in spiritual court. You just need to petition them. Make sure you do it because the full moon is coming up this weekend, which is the full moon in Sagittarius, which is judicial, holding people accountable. Make sure you do a spiritual petition. Go to Solara Speaks. That's her channel. And if you don't see the petition there for the one where you hold people accountable in spiritual court who doing witchcraft and shit on you, fucking you up, just send her an email and ask her where it is. It's free, but she do ask for donations. So give her a donation and it directs you where her petition is and you can write that petition up and these motherfuckers will be held accountable. Okay? Because see, you don't know what's going on and they not doing it in the 3D realm. You can't hold them accountable in court in the 3D realm, but you can hold them accountable in the spiritual realm and they will be fucking held accountable. I assure you, their lives gonna start falling apart. Prosecute they fucking ass. All right. And also look at my on this same page, look at the last fire sign reading that I did, because this is coming up in the fire sign reading as well. So it's interesting, it's coming up in the Leo. So fire signs are definitely affected by this in some way, shape, or form. Because people can't just go and spell work at people, fucking people up who ain't doing nothing to them. Just because they mad and they jealous and they think this shit is funny and they think it's cute because they got access to certain shit or access to certain groups and they want to do certain shit. Nah. Crucify these motherfuckers. Whatever they was throwing at you, if they was throwing death spells at you, press charges against them, spiritual charges, and let them fucking suffer. Get him. All right, Leo? Get him. And if this is a Leo doing this, oh well, you gonna get yours. Yeah, this person is lonely. Okay, they jealous, they envious. This is somebody you don't talk to no more. They don't fuck with you or you don't fuck with them anymore. And this is what's going on. Yeah, overreacting. See? And if you even said something about this person or to this person about it, you doing, nah, it's not like that. They'll lie. Why would I do that? And I'm not thinking about you. And yeah, you know how that works. They be the main ones behind your back. And that's what they want. They want you to overreact. They want you to blame yourself. Like, yo, you're a hardworking person. You bust your ass. You do everything you're supposed to do. Right? This is somebody who puts in the work. And then a motherfucker will come in and do some funny shit and fuck shit up intentionally. Just because you don't fuck with this person or you don't like them or they don't like you. This is what this is. Defeated. They want you to feel defeated. This is what they want. They want you to feel defeated. They want you to overact and get upset and frustrated with yourself. Like you the one doing shit wrong. You a loser. You can't do nothing right. Nah, don't believe that shit for one fucking minute. For 1 minute. It's a hating ass motherfucker and they crew and they gonna pay. Make them pay. Straight up. Now, this could be a lover who's doing this to you, somebody you was married to or you was in a relationship with. Yep, faded. This is a destined partnership. This is somebody you got a karmic relationship with. So this could be South Node Leo type of energy, all right? Pluto and Leo type energy, because those deal with, Saturn and Leo type energy. Those deal with karma, past lives, and that type of energy. So you could have those type of placements, or these people who doing this shit got these placements. So this is somebody who, when you met them, y'all was enemies. Whether this is a friend, somebody you in an organization with, somebody you work with, somebody you in a religious group with, or if, like I said, a family member. Y'all just always been at odds. Yeah, longing. This person is secretly yearning for you. Like I said, for some of y'all, this is a lover who's mad because you don't want them back. So they throwing spell work at you. This could also have been, like, for example, you got a lot of people who are jealous of other people that they in relationships with. They jealous of people's success. So you could look back at when you first met this person, and if everything you do crumble, like you an ambitious person too. You know what I'm saying? Mad ambitious. It's like you always, and what this person is doing, whether they don't realize it or not, is they're pushing you to be creative. Because you always coming up with something new, and it always land and it come off the ground. It's just when this person finds out about it, they sabotage it. Throw spell work at you. That's the only way they could sabotage it. Because if they wasn't throwing spell work, you would already have your money. You would already be successful. You would be more successful than them. All right. You would be a threat to be you would be a threat to be reckoned with. And they don't want that. They want to be looked at like they're better than you. So they're going to do everything they can to make it look that way. And they doing that shit behind the scenes. This all this is. So this could be an ex-partner of yours that you left behind and you doing well now that you ain't with them. And so now what they're going to do is they see you everybody see you doing the work. Everybody see you putting in the hard work, whether it's you going to school, whether it's you starting a business from scratch, whether it's you, working your way up through a company or a corporation or through an organization or a group. Everybody see you. But all of a sudden, you get to a certain point and then the shit falls through. And it constantly is doing that repeatedly. That's not no coincidence. I believe in coincidences. That's somebody on some bullshit and mad because you don't want to fuck with them. Yup, marriage. Like I said, for some of y'all, this is what this is. Now, for some of y'all, this could be a relative and maybe you was married to them in the past life. That's why y'all got this negative energy. But for some of y'all, this is a marriage partner, or you could be dealing with somebody who was married and they partner may have found out about you, and so now they on some vendetta to get you. Take it how it resonates. It could be any of those situations, okay? But this person fucking you over intentionally, trying to make you feel like you not capable of success when you are. They're the ones who are, because they spending their whole life fucking with you. The crazy part about it is, if you doing on somebody, why don't you do spell work to make your shit better? Why would you take time if you could do spell work and you see it's working? Why would you fucking waste your time doing spell work on someone else fucking someone else's shit up instead of doing spell work to fuck your shit up? I mean, to make your shit better. What could be going on too is this person is stealing your energy. So they successful and they right, but they stealing energy from you. So your shit, no matter what you do, you putting in the hard work. And as soon as you get something off the ground, they siphon your energy and your shit. So now they over here looking good. They shit doing well. And then you looking like you ain't doing shit. That's because they stealing from you. Get their ass in spiritual court. I wanted to look at that Pluto energy again too, Leo. Hold on. Let me give me something on that Pluto in reverse. Yeah, they do this shit over and over. This heavy Scorpio energy here. Yeah, with the Knight of Pentacle energy in reverse. Stopping your shit. They constantly doing that over and over again. Pluto deals with money as well. This is the Knight of Pentacle in reverse. This person, every time you get on your grind and you on your shit, they come in and they fuck your shit up. This is a piece of shit motherfucker right here. I'm telling you, or these people, whoever they are, they deserve to pay. Deserve to pay, because this is not fair. Why can't they just leave you alone? What did you do to them but not fuck with them anymore? See, you focused on you healing, you left them alone. They was a toxic individual and you left them behind because you knew they were toxic, and then they wonder why you left them alone. Like, this is crazy to me. Hopeful, optimistic, inspired, success. See, this is you. This is your energy. What they doing for some of you, they just siphoning your energy because they can't do it themselves. So they got to live off of you and your energy. Drowning, over your head, overextended, rock bottom. This is what they want for you. So for some of y'all might get to that point, but you always bring yourself out of it because you just naturally got that juice. And they notice and they mad. That's why they constantly doing the shit over and over again. Because whatever they doing, it don't last. Because they're tapping into you, making you tap into your creative energy, and you keep reinventing yourself. Just keep doing what you're doing. The universe gonna get them. But make sure you fill out that petition. Yeah, Virgo energy. You a hardworking person. You put in work. That's what I'm saying. You put in work. You put in effort. You grind for yours. You could build anything, you could put anything together, anything you do will become successful. And they know this and they hate this, so they want to siphon your energy. This is why it's like a cove or a group of males doing this shit. It could be a group of men doing this to a woman, a man who was married to this woman and now he's in this group or whatever, and he just siphoning off her energy. You know what I'm saying? Or however it works. Take it how it resonates. But we got the Knight of Sword energy too. Yeah, see, this is somebody who wants you to communicate with them. Or this is somebody who's not going to tell you what they really doing. It's Gemini energy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, player. They playing games with you. They think this shit is funny. They think this shit is funny. Like I could hear somebody in the background laughing. Yo, wait till you take their ass to spiritual court. We're going to see who be laughing then. Get them, Leo. Annihilate that ass. All right? That's what I got for y'all. Wish you the best. I'll see you in the next reading.